me, parrot. It gets me wooden leg.
At the bar.
This Q-tip is for advanced SUP surfers. I think that beginners and intermediates can get a lot out of it, because if you watch this, you will see skills that you probably would like to work towards. It takes a while to build up a skill set like this. You got to figure out how to get your board past the wave, because when you're paddling out, the biggest enemy you have for getting outside is the waves pushing you back in. Every time you get hit by a wave and you lose ground, you're losing your ability to get outside. If a big wave hits you and it drags you in 50 yards, then you got a lot more work to do. If you can kick your board over or through the wave, then you come right up in 5 seconds, you're there, your board's next to you, you hop on it, you get back out again. That's what this tip is about. It's about kicking your board over the wave, whether it's either broken or through the wave if it's breaking on you. I do this all the time, as you'll see in the video. It's an excellent skill set to have, and I think it's important for people to understand how to do it. So it's a kind of a longer video because I have a lot of situations that I go through in this video, showing different techniques at different times of the wave, because once you have this skill set, it's instantaneous. You just know what to do. You know where to kick it, when to kick it, how to kick it, and when to just bail off. Because every now and then you got to do that. So enjoy the video. Stick with it. There's stuff for everybody in this. Hopefully you'll get something out of it. Here we go. When I'm paddling out, I realize the outside wave is going to break before it gets to me. What I do here is I slow down a little bit. I don't want to be right where the explosion is. So I time my stroke to get me to a part of the wave that's already broken. It's easier to go over the white water. Now you'll see me walk backwards towards the tail. I usually take 2 or 3 steps. And when I get my back foot right on the stomp pad, I sink the tail of the board, because that volume will explode up and help me shoot the board over the wave. Now what I do here is, you'll see me after my last stroke, I pull my paddle up into the self-protection mode. I pull it across in front of me. And as I go down into the water, I sink down into the water out of the impact of the wave. And I've got my paddle directly in front of my face in case anything goes wrong with the kickover. That paddle is always right in front of my face to protect me. You can see it in all these examples. I did the stop action so you can see that the paddle is always in a protective mode as I sink into the water. I'm not saying you go out of Pipeline and do this, or Sunset, okay? This is for your average local breaks when you're faced with a wave breaking in front of you. It's not for every situation, but it's something that you should know. As always, you know, the usual disclaimers. You don't go doing this stuff if there's somebody right behind you, because your board could stretch out with a leash and hit somebody. It's common sense stuff that we all should know. Okay, this is the fun stuff right here. You're paddling out, you realize you're going to be right where the wave breaks. What do you do now? The first thing that you have to do is be comfortable in the ocean, because when you get close to the wave, the fact that you stay calm and you have the patience to wait for the right moment is critical. This requires timing. Timing comes with experience. As I paddle towards the wave, I realize, all right, I'm going to slow down here. I get in my position. I start to walk towards the tail. I push the tail down. I don't sink it. I just push the board. I don't want to go in the middle of the wave right there. I want to go in the top of the wave right there. And I push the board up from the stomp pad. You'll see my foot stay right on the stomper as I force the board right through the roof. When I come up, the board's right next to me. It's this is down in Mexico on a pretty good sized wave with my hat cam on. And you can see I'm looking right at that board, paddle in front of me. I sink into the calmness under the wave, As the lip goes right over my head, my foot stays right on the stomp, directing that board through the wave. I keep control of the board as long as absolutely possible. You see this one? My foot is right on the stomp pad. Everything is in my control. I go up the face of the wave, I push it through. I've got my paddle across in front of me. The board goes harmlessly through the wave. I go harmlessly under the wave. Now this one, I was in Mexico and I didn't know the break. I thought I was going to be taken off on this wave, but it broke outside of me. That one I had to ad lib. I was paddling over to take off, and it was the last second decision to kick it over. So I had my board on an angle. So what I did was I realized I have to get this up and over because it's going to explode right where I am. I'm going to be an explosion. So I put my foot down and I really pushed down on the tail. I got the nose up. I lay back away from where the board could hit if the lip pushes it down. And the board goes right up and over the wave, almost straight up in the air, and it cleared the wave, landed on the backside, and I came up and it was right next to me. So this tip really, really, really works. I use this all the time. I don't really even have to think about it, I just follow my instincts. Here I'm so casual, I'm pulling up my knee brace. Because one of the good things about knowing how to do this is when you're paddling out, you don't bail off too soon. I'm comfortable no matter what happens, so I can paddle over most waves just by staying with it. I see people bailing all the time. You really don't need to bail all the time. You poke right through the lip and just keep paddling out. If you're comfortable kicking it over the wave or through the wave, you will be amazed how many more times you find yourself paddling over the wave because you know you have those options. On this one, most people would have jumped off. I just rode right up and over it because I knew that if I had to kick it, I'd have kicked it through the lip. I didn't need to on that one. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you in the future. If you have any video that you'd like me to make, a how-to video, please mention the comments below, and I'll see if I can get to it. It takes me a long time to make these videos because I have thousands of hours to comb through to look for the situation that you asked for, so please have some patience. And please like the video and subscribe. Thank you.